wants to hear jokes about that? Anyway, new introduction, I guess. So I came here from America. I wasn't born in Canada. Just gonna keep having that conversation over there. Why, yes, you did do a good song up there. Yeah. Weezer hardly even know her. Anyway, so I came here from America over to Canada. I'm pretty far international student. I had a couple of misconceptions about Canada, like when I got here, like just the stereotypes that people from America have about Canada, like maple syrup, right? Okay, so first thing I do when I get to Canada, I went to a restaurant and I ordered a salad, and the salad didn't come with any maple syrup. And I was like, whoa, Canadians are so obsessed with maple syrup that they expect you to bring your own syrup to the restaurant. Oh man, that's crazy. Another thing about Canada, the ferries are really fucking slow. I got on a ferry to go to Victoria, and I got on the ferry, and I walked all the way to the back, and I looked out the window, and islands were passing us. We started going at full speed, and they just went faster. Like, islands can't even move. What the fuck? Yeah. So, you guys ever... I wanted to write some material that people would be able to relate to, so I picked themes that I thought that maybe a couple people would relate to. Who here in the audience has blood in their body? Someone? Anyone? All right, good. Yeah. Okay, good. I'm really glad no one said no, because I'd probably have to stop the show and call a doctor or something. Anyway, I have a friend who has a very motivational blood type. Like, if she's ever feeling down, she can just look at herself and be like, oh, be positive. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, let's do some snaps. Yeah. I like that. That's good. She's getting really into it. It's good. I like that. I'm like a little snap-powered paddle boat. Anyway, I have this other friend who keeps bragging about the tubes that convey blood from his organs back up to his heart, like one does. He's just always like, oh man, my tubes are so great. And I'm like, dude, stop being so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you? Want some more jokes along that vein? Whenever people start talking about how their blood type is related to their personality and whatever, I tend to get really crass and cynical. But I guess you could say I'm a negative person. Riding the horse. I don't know, blood banks, I don't really get them. They have just terrible customer service. When's the last time you saw a blood ATM? Never, dude. I went to a blood bank. I was like, I'd like one blood loan. And they were like, get the fuck out. And I was like, I brought a bucket. And they were like, leave. Yeah, I don't really get blood donation. I don't know. They don't give you anything for it. Last time I was like, oh, what are you going to give me for my blood? They were like, a couple cookies. I was like, what do you think I am? Made out of blood? More relatable things. Y'all ever heard of this weird little restaurant, Tim Hortons? I saw there was a little one on campus. I think it's an independent store. Tim Hortons is my favorite coffee place ever. And I would like to relate it to something in my life, and it'll make sense later. But when I was a lot younger, and I still had hope in the world, I volunteered at a cat shelter. And at this cat shelter, there was this one very special cat that was my favorite cat ever. You know what I'm talking about. He likes cats. So there's this one cat, and he was a purebred Persian cat. Very purebred, and very, very sweet. And everybody loved him. And there was just one reason why he was still at the shelter for a very long time. Now, so a normal cat's leg goes like this. Meow. But this cat, his name was Swifter. And the reason that they called him Swifter was that he was very purebred and he had kind of like deformed arms. And so his arms went like this. Meow. And like, you couldn't really bend them beyond this. They were kind of like that. I know, you're like, that's gross. But he was really cute, and like he'd clean the floor a little bit whenever he moved. That's why they call him Swifter. Because whenever he'd move around, he'd kind of do this. And whenever he would have to take a poop, he would go on a napkin, and then he would just sort of smooth it over. He would smooth the napkin over his poop. It was like a little present. I loved him. He was great. Swifter was just the sweetest purebred cat ever. He was the sweetest purebred Persian. I loved him so much. But Tim Hortons coffee is like Swifter the purebred Persian cat, because neither of them are going to win any awards, but you gotta love them. I got more jokes, don't worry. You don't have to clap yet. Actually, just you clap. Yeah. That's good. That's some encouragement for me. Yeah. So, anyone here eat food occasionally? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so this is my shopping list for the last time I went to Save-On. Just fucking get it out. Just whip it out. Eggs, butter, cheese, a punchline for this joke, pickles. Fuck, I knew I forgot to pick up something in there. It's a slow one. You're just like sinking into the back row over there. He's getting it now. It's getting into his head. If you go to an outdoor organic market, you can get whole grain eggs, organic salt, fresh butter, and a whole lot poorer. Love organic markets. I don't understand what a raw food cook's job is. Like, we know he doesn't cook the food. So, what does a raw food cook do? I don't understand. It seems like an easy job. I love duck eggs because that's exactly the advice that I would give you if you were in a fight with a chicken. Duck! Eggs! It's my most well-written joke right there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So, I like to use this joke sort of to be like my towards the end one, but there's more, don't worry. A lot of people think gluten-free food is like a new and trendy thing. I mean, really, cavemen were the first people to eat gluten-free. I mean, they didn't have a word for gluten-free, so I guess they just ate whatever. But the cavemen also had more than 300 words for rock, because there were 300 of them, and they all had different words for rock. Yeah. Y'all ever seen that commercial for Charmin toilet paper? With the bears or whatever? So if you haven't, it's this one, and there's like cartoon bears, and they're advertising toilet paper. And it starts out with this like dad bear, and he's like sitting reading the paper, as a cartoon dad bear does. And I don't know if he has a job beyond that. Not very well explained narrative. He's just like reading the paper, and then his like little son walks in from downstairs. We're good. We can do this. And the little bear's like, "Dad, I'm ready for school." And the dad's like, "Wait, I'm not sure, turn around." And the little bear like turns around or whatever, and he's got like pieces of toilet paper stuck on his butt, and it's like, "Oh, Charmin, you should have used Charmin. Or else you wouldn't have pieces of toilet paper on your butt because you're a cartoon bear." I think that joke would have been a lot better, that like commercial, if it had been with real bears. Because then it would be like, the dad bear would be like over here, and he's like reading his paper, sipping his coffee. And the little baby bear walks in, and he's like, "I'm ready for school, Dad." And the dad bear's like, "Ah! Ah! And the little baby bear's like, and the dad bear's like, little baby bear's like, all right, you guys want me to end with anything specific? Can I take some requests in here? Audience participation, it's really hip, guys.
Pancakes.
Pancakes? Joke about pancakes? I'd like to have some pancakes with George Clooney, because that'd be fun. Sorry, I think that joke kind of fell flat. Yeah! All right! Good night.